Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back into the building, people. It is Jason Gooner, and we are back on the show. It's another EPL preview show, another match week. It's a special one because we have a bonus match this weekend. It's the EFL Cup final, and of course, Arsenal will be taking on Manchester City. The two teams facing off, battling it out for the Premier League trophy this season. Right now, it's 9 points, and it looks like it's done. But we know there's probably more twists and turns. People don't want to admit that fact, but I think there probably is some more. And I think the first one will happen this Sunday. Even though there will be no points up for grabs, I think the psychological advantage could be huge for one of the either team that wins the game. All right, people. So we're gonna preview that game. We're also going to preview all 8 Premier League fixtures. We have 8 games that we'll be playing in this week, and we're here to break them all down, talk about the team news. We're going to take a look as well at the English teams in Europe. It was not the greatest week, but Thursdays seem to be a little bit better for the English teams as all the teams on the Thursday competitions got through to the next round. Um, as for the Champions League, as far as the EPL goes, was not a week to remember. Well, 2 weeks to remember because there were 6 teams in that top 16, and we'll find out how many of them went home and how many advanced on in the Champions League. But people, we are on YouTube. You know, the best thing and the best way to support is to hit that like button, people. Hit the like button. Find it. It's a thumbs up thing. Yeah, man. If you're on a device, you might have to hit the screen where it is. If you're on your laptop, your PC, whatever, move around the cursor something and find the thumbs up. Click it. Yeah, man, that's the best way to support. Share it as well, people. About almost 10 of you in the building right now. Go ahead and share it so that it can 20 can become 40. And the more people here, the better. And the better the show will run and the vibes will build. All right, people. So, yeah, if you know anything about this platform, this channel, this show, you know that we talk football here. We're going to do the same tonight. And of course, it's going to be EPL leaning. That's where we're here. We're going to do the preview show. We have some FPL coming up as well. We have the blank game week for some teams. How are you going to take care of that? I think I'm going to utilize the free hit this week. Go ahead and build a team from scratch to make the most points this week because trust me, my FPL team need it. I need one of those 100 triple digit weeks this week. Yeah, man. So we're going to try to find some points out there. I'm watching Cincinnati and Tigres right now, 4-1. If this result holds, Cincinnati will go through on away goals, but we know Tigres has more chances in there. Just hit the bar from inside the 6 yard box, basically. So it's an exciting game still. Bless up DJ Gigs in the building. Big up yourself, my G. Yeah, man. I know you're going to smash the like button because you know the thing go. Give me a nice though, people. Man, I tell you, like, Alvas out for a corner. What you say? Record streamings in one day, yeah. Bro, let's say, I do it. Cause I always do the content. That makes sense to reach what? Week 31. I'm not do it. But a lot of things going on. So tomorrow, I got tired of me because tomorrow, again, we're outside. 'Cause we have to react to the squad, you know. Yeah, man, we have to react to that squad we have pick. I have to. They I watch the player them week in, week out when the squad pick when I come out with some content. That make no sense. Man, them a big handball. Yo, man, I will beg for anything, you know, man. And them a knock it, Cincinnati. Yeah, man, the game, yeah. You watching this? You watching this Tigres Cincinnati game? Oh, man. Yo, watch Mount Pleasant play LA Galaxy. Did a live stream, which you know this, cause you know me did a bag stream today. Man, I said, bro, this football when I watching this Tigres Cincinnati game is like night and day. Because Galaxy had the ability to play at this speed, but Mount Pleasant can't play at this speed. You just don't have it in them to move the ball this fast, and the players move this fast in such synchrony. Into the box, cleared, good clearance. What a turn as well now. Correa, good ball. Powell, nah, get up. Oh my gosh. Man called the penalty. Man called the penalty. Everybody wants to see VAR. Yo, don't ruin the game and give him a penalty, bro. Oh, offside. All right, offside. Yeah, man, get up. Get up, boy. Yo, okay, yeah. Actually, same, you know. Well, from 2-0 I start watch. And then, oh my gosh, you're lucky. Wow. Again, I'm mad, bro. Man, offside, man. Stop thief. All right, people. Let's just recap real quick what happened in Europe before we get down into the EPL this weekend. Um, so I'll show you guys this. All right, so we have Sporting. They beat Bodo 5-0, and they needed all five of those goals. They had lost 3-0 in the first leg, but they flipped that around, and it was after extra time as well. They won 3-0 in regular time, and then they got 4 and 5 in the extra time session. So big win for Sporting. And Sporting, after getting that win, faced the winner of Arsenal and Leverkusen. And Arsenal got the better of Bayer Leverkusen 2-0 at the Emirates. A wonder strike from Eze and a similarly good goal from Rice, just not as emphatic of a finish. And that was enough to have Arsenal win the game 2-0. Very tight defensive performance. Most players that played did have really good games. But some not firing, maybe not that many chances created by Arsenal, I would say. But I do think that Arsenal played really well, especially in the first half. Um, One thing that I've noticed with Arsenal of late, they really and truly are not caring so much anymore about ball possession. You know, basically conceded possession to Leverkusen over the two legs. You know, this time 58-42. And that's just something that I think when people watch this game on Sunday, you know, that's something that people shouldn't be surprised by. But one thing that you see, even though they had less possession, they had the bigger threat in front of goal, you know, 1.7 expected goals to 0.52. So Um, Arsenal is quite comfortable letting you have the ball for periods, but when they do drive forward, they're gonna get some clear opportunities. So Arsenal, look for. I'm telling you guys, on the weekend, City might have about 60% possession. So Arsenal fans, be ready, okay? Don't get upset. All right, Chelsea and PSG. This one ended 8-2. Boy, would I 8-2 be a Chelsea fan right now? So Pops, hold that. But yeah, Chelsea just outmatched. I think PSG got some revenge for that Club World Cup defeat that they took. It was a nasty one then, and they gave back a nasty one here. 8-2 over two legs. PSG proving to be a little too powerful. Um, Chelsea had their moments over the two legs. If they were more clinical, made better decisions in front of goal, probably would have gotten something more out of the tie. But I think in the end, PSG would always get the better of them just because I think, their team have been there, done that in this competition. Chelsea still finding themselves a lot of turnover even from the Club World Cup win to now. So, you know, it's still a progress for Chelsea, and they have to go through these kind of pains to reach somewhere. But will they hold true to any common strategy? That's what we have to see with Chelsea. You never know; they might just change course and just buy a whole set of people out of the blue. But PSG getting through there, and they will face. Wait, is it Real Madrid they face? Hold on there. Oh, Real Madrid and Bayern and PSG and Liverpool. Whoa. Yo, that's rough. Tottenham, Real Madrid, Tottenham got the win 3-2, but not enough to flip that tie, as that tie ended 7-5 in favor of Atletico. And then Barcelona smashing Newcastle 4-0 after halftime, to end on 7-2 and 8-3 on aggregate. Quite a tie there between those two teams. And Bayern handling Atalanta quite easily, 4-1 at home after the 6-1 away from home to win 10-2 on aggregate. So one side of the bracket looks stronger, I have to be honest. And that side will be the PSG, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern. That side, super strong. It's the 7th of April, 8th of April. Those are the dates for those matchups. So those games will come very soon. And then 7th of April, Arsenal, 8th of April, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. All these matchups, Barcelona and Atletico just had a battle in the Copa del Rey. Atletico Madrid got the better of them. Sporting will prove to be a tough test, I think. They play good football, and I think on their day, especially at home, they can cause a lot of problems. PSG, Liverpool. It's going to be an interesting one, based on the form of this season. You'd have to say PSG would be the favorites, but PSG in the league have been kind of up and down. Still up there near the top, but not as dominant as, previous seasons in the league. So let's see how this one turns out. I'll go with PSG as the early favorites there. Real Madrid and Bayern. Look, I love Bayern Munich's attack. I just wonder how the rest of the team holds up. They have goalkeeper issues. But as of right now, I'm going to say Bayern has have too much up top. And they're going to cause too many problems and ask too many questions of Real Madrid. So I'll say Bayern over the two legs will get that one done. So I'll go PSG, Bayern in the semifinal. In the other quarterfinal, I will go with Barcelona. I think that Atletico Madrid will give them a big test, but I think Barcelona will get over the line in the end. And then Sporting and Arsenal, of course, I think Arsenal will get through there. So semifinals, I think will be PSG, Bayern, Barcelona, and Arsenal. So that should be interesting. 28th of April is when that one will take place. And that's I think those are the second legs. No, hold on. Let's see. Let's see something, people. What the heck? So quarterfinals. Okay, 14th and 15th after that. And then what about the semis? Don't have it yet. Don't have dates yet. All right, cool. But yeah, quarterfinal set, people. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Bayern, PSG, Arsenal, Barcelona. Yep. I think Real Madrid is gonna get knocked out. But let's see. Big up Pristine in our building, big up Jagans. 9 minutes. But big up Jamrock in our building. The cheetah. They no longer crazy. They cheat their way to the top. Yeah, man. Chelsea. Bless up, Skull. FPL champion in the building. Big up yourself, Demo. As long as you relinquish the PL championship, I'll be good. I say Liverpool versus Bayern. Okay, so you say Liverpool are gonna knock out PSG. Nah, brother. Liverpool look Liverpool like in the last game still, man. Not telling a lie. Arsenal, Barca. So you agree with one semi. But we have three out of the four the same. Because only Liverpool and PSG have different. We have the other three. So let's see. Cincinnati are what? 4.5 minutes away. Yo, people are gonna start the show as soon as this game finish. Is that make me push it back, Come and watch the game, When you get invested, it's hard to stop. And it's a good quality game. It have some drama. Team them get kind of out of control with the tackling. Yeah, it's nice. Them will call for anything. If the ball hit anywhere near you, them a ball for handball. Man, them. Oh, hand behind his back, and it still hit his hand because he turned around. Yo, man, have his hand behind him back, and him turn around when he cross the ball. So his hand showing. Ooh, no, youth. Yo, why you get so? Yo, the man just lose him head and try to shoot from distance for no reason. Just slippy in the forward now. Cha-cha. Diego Lainez. I try to get through two of them. Alva's gone back on the right now. Oh, ooh. Gignac. Man, still a play. PSG keeper ain't it. Not good compared to Allison. That's true. Sunday game, I'm worried, but hopefully we win it nevertheless. So why you worried, Skull? You worried? Normally you are the most goal. Bombat! Yo, the man find it. The man find it. Yo. 99 minute, them cut out them. Yo. Yo. So that number 8 not a yellow card yet. Yo, what's the little boy? Yo, the little boy happy. Yo, the man take off him shirt like crowd and that. Yo, the passion. Man, them just kept on coming. Gignac drop off. Oh, good strike, boy. Good strike. Yo. Man, them get 9 minutes and them scoring at the eighth of 9. Break them heart. They said the attack. Yeah. I mean, we created chances in the last game, you know. That's the only thing will give me a little, you know. Like we actually play better in terms of creation and movement of the ball and thing in the last game. Like it never looked the worst, you know. Hmm. What? Albus was do all ago. Oh, it wasn't Albus. Never mind. My bad, Albus. Man, I blame him for nothing. Something we never even do. Corner. Cincinnati need a one more, you know. And they celebrate like it done. Corner for Cincinnati. They need this at the end of the game. This basically 101 minutes and counting. Into the box, flicked on. Oh, and this could be another goal. Tigres running to the corner flag. I think there's no keeper in the goal. Good swarming defending by Cincinnati there. And the referee still hasn't blown his whistle. Should be soon though. Got to be. And what a poor pass. What a poor pass. What a madness. What a madness that was. No, I'm gonna predict them yet, but just a start. But just a start now actually. So I get right to it. I know they was gonna turn it around. Only Jamaican clubs can't even score a goal versus MLS clubs. You see it. But it's a Cincinnati now score. But I do it now, coach. Coach, you got a chance to watch the girls U17 today? And if so, what you thought? Oh, Skull same now predict. So Skull, you can predict this week like how when I play the league. Yeah, man, I hit that full time. Tell us that they shouldn't shoot, you know, man. They should have slipped through the forward, you know. Man, win the ball. Should have slip a little pass right through. Idiot. Nothing you could have done about that shot the keeper. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get a predicted lineup, man. When I say I want to call in, we don't really take calls like that, but we can. If you want to call in, you take a call. Make sure so we're up and gunning if I want to take a call. I think we should be. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's a Cincinnati worthless. Some big goal them score, man. I say, mad. What a finish. What a header. Because he said it might be a call-in show, the last one. Oh, yeah. No, the call-in show, what I'm going to do the call-in show for is when I react to the squad tomorrow. So if people want to call in and give them take on the squad, then yeah. But I wasn't really talking about this preview show. It just finished, coach. Tigres just beat Cincinnati 5-1. So I must have watched about the highlights of the game. Because the game just done. But my boy forgetting a show mode now. I done watch football match for now. You're good, bro. You're good. General, me a yawn. Not a good sign, people. All right, let's get this thing on the road. So we have the EPL tomorrow. There's a one game on Friday night football in England. And it's a decent game as well. So we'll have Bournemouth taking on Manchester United on Friday. That's match week 31. Like I said, we have 8 games. Arsenal would have played their match against Wolves that would have taken place this match week. City and Palace are the clubs that won't be playing as well. So Palace, Wolves, City, Arsenal not taking part in the Premier League this week. So 16 teams playing. Um, and of course, Palace and City will have to make that game up at some point in the near future. But the first game on the docket is Bournemouth versus Manchester United. So let's see if we have any team news. These are two teams that don't have any engagements midweek, so they could play this match on Friday. Carrick wants to rule take over Player of the season award. People. You guys think Bruno could have won player of the season? He's having a wicked season still, Looks like he's gonna break the assist record. Do you think that Bruno season thus far warrants him winning player of the year? What do you guys think? Delict asked about rehab. It's a similar frustrating for Matisse Delict, obviously trying to work to get back, but it's just the back issue that's proving difficult. Lissandra is closer. Dorgu is a bit further down the line. Mazraoui wasn't in training, but the coach says it's just an illness, so he should be okay. So Mason Mount can't start, but definitely can get more minutes now. Bournemouth has been very difficult. But Manchester United have been on a roll under Carrick. I think 7 wins out of 9? Is that the stat? Something like that. But yeah, really good start to life as interim manager. Second time he's taken over this type of role, but this is obviously going to be a longer time until the end of the season. And United fans, I mean, do you think Michael Carrick deserves to get a full season under his belt as the United manager? What do you guys think? You think that he can get the job done for the long run? He's been getting some good results. His tactics have been pretty good. He's made the changes that, were obvious, it would seem, but, we hadn't seen anybody do them. So you have to give him his credit. Jaguar say he doesn't think Bruno win that player of the year. They say you have to move from the donkey. Manu 3, Bournemouth 2. All right. So Demo. So listen, I believe this will be happening this week. Bruno, Rea, and Semenyo, and I'm going Bruno. He's been out of class. Only contributed for half season. Wow. Where is it? Palace at Sar from Palace. They managed the game poorly. Yeah, I just think it's that the Mexican teams in Mexico is a different. I'm sure they didn't want to start out like that, but brother, Rice played the season from start to the league. I think Rice has had some ordinary performances this year, though, mixed in with some brilliant ones. Not ordinary, but yeah, Rice has been good consistently. Can't take that from him. Bruno, well, that half a season been mad then. When Amarim was there, you weren't doing nothing. Fair play, it wasn't his fault. Well, say Carrick deserve it. Yeah, I don't think players. I mean, I don't think fans should be upset if they give it to him. Honestly, well, say 2-2. Coach Edward said 2-all, and said no win up under there. All right. Right season team of Arsenal player of the season. That's rare. You hear that, Red Skull? Rare the player of the season. All right, let's take a look at the statistics. 10th and 3rd. Wow. 9 wins for Bournemouth, 15 for United, 14 draws. That's a lot for Bournemouth. 9 draws for United. 6 losses on the season for United, 7 losses for Bournemouth. 44 goals scored, 54 though for United. You see the average goals per match, average goals conceded, the XG. Definitely should be more goals on the board for Bournemouth based on that XG. United outperforming the XG slightly, which is what you want to see. The XG per 90, very, very close. So both teams do create a good bit of chances in a game. And you see the difference in clean sheets 9-5 for Manchester United. This is the previous form for both teams. So Bournemouth unbeaten in 5, but 4 draws on the bounce. Been very stingy defensively, only 1 goal conceded in the last 4 fixtures. But also, on the flip side, only 1 goal scored in the last 4 fixtures. Manchester United, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss in their last 5. That loss coming at St. James Park 2-1. Will Osula with the brilliant goal there. But last week, a good win against Aston Villa, 3-1. That was huge for the Champions League placements. They played 17 times, 9 wins for Man U, 4 wins for Bournemouth, and 4 drawn games. The first game of the first time these two teams faced off this year was a brilliant 4-4 fixture in December. Back 3 settings, you know. Diallo, Fernandez, Casemiro, Semenyo, Van Gaal, Krupi. Wow. 4-all game, mad. But yeah, if this one is anything like that, that would be very nice. Demo said a 3-2 manu. Well, that is the fixtures. Been a couple of draws in the last 5-3 to be exact. Bournemouth to 3-0 win. So Man U haven't beaten them in 5. I'm gonna go 1-1. Another draw. Not what Man U needs right now, but I'm gonna go with a draw. Wait, for playing out of position. Good shout, but no rare cost man 4 points. Yeah, that stupid punch at Wolves. Damn. Big up 1-1. Wagwan G. It's a myth that Bruno has only performed half the season. He was still doing a madness when Scamarin played him at DM. Yeah, he got some of these numbers when Amarim was there for sure. Liverpool is the worst defending champion of the EPL. Is that a fact? Man, even think we wouldn't win league. Not rare for me. Rice. Who think we wouldn't win league? Rare himself? Rotted. I think Carrick is good coach. There are better options in my opinion, but if he makes the sale, nobody can cost him for hiring. Yeah, that's how me see it one. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. He's doing well enough. He doesn't seem like a tactical novice. You know, he's measured on the sideline. It doesn't look like he's rattled easily. All traits that you need if you're going to manage Man U. So, I mean, the experience clearly is not there to that level, at the highest level, right? Because he's coached for a while now. But I don't know, man. I feel like they should just stick with him, you know? I'm not being like, sometimes I'm just trolling, but no, I'm not trolling right now. Yeah, man, squad announcement tomorrow. Gonna be a madness. Groupie say football for me, my baller. Full speed ahead and crash. Yeah, man, Tigres remontada was mad. Stupid CONCACAF ended their YouTube stream 1 second before the winning goal. What? Yo, that sounds so CONCACAF. Wahaha. Trust me. Only in CONCACAF. They have the away goals rule and they'll end the stream before you see the magic moment, It was a brilliant strike too. Yeah, so I'm going 1-1, Bournemouth, Manchester United. Anybody else that would like to drop their scores, do so now. We're about to move on to game few of the week. And that is going to be Brighton and Liverpool, 8:30. So we have the stats. Liverpool now in 5th position. Should be good enough for a Champions League place. 14 wins. Brighton in 12th with 10 wins. They have 10 drawn games as well, so 40 points exactly for them. Liverpool on 43. No, sorry, 49. My bad. Yeah, so I was like, why are they so close? And 9 losses for Liverpool. Damn, that's a lot. And 10 losses for Brighton. 49 goals for Liverpool, 39 for Brighton. You see the XG at 50.04 and 43.7. So Brighton underachieving. Liverpool probably would want more goals as well with that XG. You see the XG per 90 and edge to Liverpool there, and 9 clean sheets for Liverpool, 7 clean sheets for Brighton. Previous form, 3 wins, 2 losses for Brighton, 2 1-0 defeats, once away at Villa Park and another one at home to Arsenal. And then Liverpool, 3 wins, and then lately they've had a loss away to Wolves and a draw at home with Tottenham. I'm pretty sure Tottenham had 10 men, didn't they? Oh no, this wasn't the game when they got the 10 men. It was before this one. But yeah, good point for Tottenham. Goal from Richarlison. Omitted from the Brazil team. But somebody I forget omitted, right? So yeah, stats for the game, all time, 17 matches played, 10 wins for Liverpool, 3 for Brighton, 4 drawn games. Liverpool won 2-0 in December, and they'll be looking to double up on Brighton. Does Liverpool have any hangovers from playing in midweek? Brighton 1, Liverpool 2. They're gonna get 3 points, I think. Just have a feeling, Just have a feeling. Leicester may have been worse the next season. I cannot remember. Liverpool, in my opinion, were the worst champions I've seen last season. Arsenal will hopefully overtake them as the worst ever this season. So every year it's become the worst and the worst. See, I want Carrick to stay just for Arteta revenge. Liverpool is worse. They spend money. They sell their best players to Chelsea. That's true. 2-1 Liverpool, says coach. So coach agreed with me on that call. Demo going with the draw, 2-2. So he's not picking his team to win, so he's really trying to win the picks. Yo. What going on, BM? Can't believe Slack gives Spurs hope, yo. Man, them not equalize a game, then none at all, man. Spurs did actually play half decent for once. Now I say them get what them deserve, because they've gone too far, but them try a thing. Yeah, the league is dreadful. Been getting worse and worse, and it's becoming a joke now. Everybody is shite. All right, let's see. So let's go back to the matches. And Fulham Burnley from Craven Cottage. This one will be 11 o'clock kickoff. Well, for my time, that's Eastern time. But Fulham 11th, Burnley 19th, 12 wins to only 4 wins for Burnley, 5 draws, 8 draws, 13 losses, 18 losses on the season for Burnley. Damn, rough. 30 games played, 18 games lost. 40 goals scored by Fulham, 32 by Burnley. XG 37.11, 25.88 for Burnley. They're outperforming their XG by a good bit. XG per 90 is pretty close, but the edge goes to Fulham and 6 clean sheets to only 4 for Burnley. So we have team form: 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw for Fulham, 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses for Burnley. So similar form: 7 points from 15, but only 5 points from 15 for Burnley. And this is the lifetime record. It's split right down the middle. 9 times they've played. 3 wins for Burnley, 3 wins for Fulham, and 3 drawn games. The away team won the last 3 times in this fixture. And other than that happening, there's been some draws happening. So if it's to follow the form book, Burnley should win this game. Um, Based on league position right now, Burnley need it way more. Um, but Fulham randomly this week. Fulham going to win this one 3-1. Burnley going to get slapped up. Score 1 goal on Fulham though. So Man City Crystal Palace, which should have taken place this week, you see the PP, it's postponed. And then Everton Chelsea, this one will be at 1:30 my time from Hill Dickinson Stadium. And this is the stats or the tail of the tape. 8th position for Everton, 6th for Chelsea. So very tight right there. 12 wins for Everton. 13 wins for Chelsea. 9 draws for Chelsea. 7 draws for Everton. So a 5-point gap between these two teams. 53 goals for Chelsea, 34 for Everton. You see the XG at 35.98 for Everton, 58.36 for Chelsea. So they're underperforming, but what an XG, almost 2 per game, 1.95 per 90 minutes, 1.2 for Everton per 90 minutes. 10 clean sheets though for Everton, 9 clean sheets for Chelsea. Last 5, Chelsea really having a wobble. 2 draws, 1 loss to Arsenal. They did have a big win at Villa Park 4-1, but then turned around and fell 1-0 at the bridge to Newcastle last time around. Everton, 2 wins sandwiched in between 3 losses to Bournemouth, Man United, and away at the Emirates 2-0 in the most recent game. So that is Everton and Chelsea. Then this match is one of the more historic. 67 times it's played in the Premier League now. 31 wins for Chelsea, 14 wins for Everton with 22 drawn games. Basically, the home team has won 4 out of the last 5, and that one was a tie. So the home team usually gets a positive result, whether it's a draw or a win. But I don't know. Mega play Congo. The game is on early. I'm seeing 5 p.m. That's terrible, yo. 31st is what day of the week? I think it's like a Tuesday, no man. Sure. It'll be the first time. Fulham 3-1. I went to the same thing. Fulham 2-0. The league ain't no more because of media. If coach lose 4-0, the stupid English pundits would ask for a manager to be sacked, and that scared team from playing expansive football. Yeah, true. They sold some of their best players, but also drink water. Got the new contract can stop working hard. They were worse than Liverpool the season after the title, but had less resources. Yeah. Unbiased or bias? Everton 2, Chelsea 2. Check, 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 check. Or go on float. Yeah, man, you're good float. Me just reach about halfway through the game them. And we're gonna do the Carabao Cup game too. 1-1 draw Everton game. Alright. So draw is popular so far. Everton have a good chance. They do well against teams that pass it forward slowly, like Arsenal last week. Good point. 2-1 Man U says float. Right. Wolves lose games every week, and media at one point was saying they were the worst team to ever come to the Prem. They sacked two different managers just to now draw games. 2-2 Brighton Liverpool. All right. Float a catch up well. Yeah, man. Ndai is a baller. He really is. I heard some Liverpool fans saying, is he the new left winger that you guys would want? You know? I don't know if you think he's that level or Dima, but I think he can be. 1-0 Fulham and 2-0 to the Blues. I'm assuming those Blues are Chelsea float. Because the other team is Blues too. All right, Everton, Chelsea. Chelsea been letting me down from where they are, man. Cha cha. I'm going 2-1 Everton. F off Chelsea always let me down. Yeah, man, we can't see Chile need some more pace to be my left wing, but I would want him here. Yeah. So just find someone for play me. Chile hiding. Good rotation baller. Quality could see it from when he was in the championship. Excellent player. Yeah. He was real good in the championship that year. Damn. I was a couple of years he was there. Guy looked like, I mean, he basically did the same stuff in the Prem, to be honest. Yeah, man, float. That was definitely rhetorical. I knew which blues you were talking about, bro. All right. So let's move on to the next game, people. Each and every one of you tuning in, please make sure you're smashing the like button. If you're just passing through, do the same. It helps. Every little bit helps. So please, greatly appreciate it if you can do that. We have some late football on Saturday again. They've been giving us this time slot, this 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock Eastern this week. I think it's the last week of this. I think England goes forward to, get that 5 hour difference from my time zone this Sunday, I believe. So we'll see what time the Sunday game showing on my end. But stats for Leeds and Brentford. Brentford up in 7th position, Leeds in 15th now. 7 wins, but a full almost double the amount of wins for Brentford with 13. 11 drawn games for Leeds. That's where they make up some of these points. Only 6 draws for Brentford, 11 losses, 12 losses for Leeds. So very close on the last column. If they are to give Brentford a defeat, they'll be equal in the last column after this game. So we have 46 goals scored by Brentford, 37 by Leeds, 42.55 XG. Definitely underperforming our Leeds. 48.56 Brentford, so they're underperforming a little bit as well. XG per 90, pretty close. 1.42 for Leeds, 1.62 for Brentford. 7 clean sheets for Brentford, only 5 for Leeds. That is the stats right there. The previous 5 games, Leeds are winless. They have a 2-all draw, a 1-all draw, a 1-0 defeat at home to City, and a 1-0 defeat at home to Sunderland. Then they went away from home again and drew 0-0. They'll be hosting this week. You see the results: Brentford 1-0 with Arsenal, lost 2-0 at home to Brighton. Away from home, they won 4-3 in a thriller, and then 2 draws on the bounce. Away to Bournemouth 0-0, and at home to Wolves 2-2. All right, so Leeds and Brentford. Interesting one. This is going to be um, Ellen Road settings. Yo, 3-1 Brentford, you know. Sorry, going for the mad result at Ellen Road. They won 3-1. Leeds to win 2-1 at home, says Demo. I've gone for the upset at Ellen Road. Coach Edwards going with the 1-1 result at Ellen Road. Should be an interesting matchup, but I'm going to go with these guys right here. So 5 times played, many draws, many draws. Brentford yet to win here. So it's a case of they're due for one. So that's the Leeds Brentford game closing out the Saturday now. International break will start immediately after the close of games on Sunday. So there'll be no Monday fixtures. So look out for me Sunday night for the review show. We'll reveal all the picks. Of course, the Carabao Cup game does have its own time slot. So that should be coming on after this first set of fixtures, 10:15 kickoffs. I think the Carabao Cup should come on around 12:30, I want to say. So yeah, that should be the time for that. And it should be a great one. I'm going to talk about that before we close off tonight. But first, let's talk about the last 3 fixtures that will be held on Sunday. Newcastle, Sunderland. You know what time it is. The big derby. All right. So we have Newcastle, Sunderland. 9th position, Newcastle, 13th, Sunderland. The Wear and Tyneside derby. We have 12 wins for Newcastle, 10 for Sunderland, 6 drawn games, 10 draws though for Sunderland. That's what's keeping this race so tight. They're on 40 points while Newcastle is on 42, so they could leapfrog them with a victory at St. James Park. 43 goals for Newcastle, only 30 scored on the season by Sunderland. You see the XG 27.87, 45.44. So Sunderland overachieving, and Newcastle definitely underachieving. XG per 91.51 to 0.93. And both teams close on the clean sheets, but the slight edge goes to Sunderland with 9 and Newcastle with 8. The team form leading into the game: 2 losses and 3 wins for Newcastle. Only the 1 win and 1 draw for Sunderland in the last 5. So they have really struggled lately in the league. and that's why they're down to 13th after some good positioning in the league for long stretches. Now they have hit a brick wall. So Sunderland, they will do battle against Newcastle. When they played earlier this season, Sunderland did get a result at home, and I expect Newcastle to be one of the loudest it has been this season. In this fixture coming up against Sunderland, just wonders how much did that midweek engagement take out of the team when they have that one extra day, and I think they'll need every minute of it. So let's see. Newcastle, Sunderland. I am gonna say they get the better of them in a emotional win. I'm gonna say 2-0 to Newcastle. Boom. All right, we have Aston Villa taking on West Ham at 10:15. Fourth and 18th. 15 wins for Villa, 7 for West Ham, 6 and 8 the draws. Let's see, losses. 40 goals for Villa, 36 for West Ham. Pretty close, actually. The XG pretty close as well. Little better ratio for Aston Villa than for West Ham. And then see the XG per 90, almost identical between the two teams. But Villa with 4 more clean sheets on the season than West Ham, 8-4. But Villa have lost 3 on the bounce to Wolves away, Chelsea at home, and Man U away. That's how they go into this game and the type of form they're on. And then West Ham 1-0, 0-0, 5-2 loss to Liverpool, 1-0 win away at Liverpool, and a 1-1 win at home. So the Claret and Blue Derby, 53 times this match play in the Premier League. West Ham with 14 wins, Villa with 16 and 23 draws. So Aston Villa and West Ham people, Aston Villa and West Ham, want to say, let me know in the comment section. Where's your place that mad thing? I did a show today, BM. I did a show today talking about the squad league and what I thought about it and the whole Butler thing with Tyrese Hall and him agent. I'm talk about that today. And then BM tomorrow night, may I do an actual official squad reaction. And I go open up the phone line as well so people can call in. Two 0 Newcastle. 2-0. We said 2-0 Newcastle. For a safe football. Sunderland have some attacking injuries. Newcastle were dead on their feet in the 15-0 Barca game. They were. But them also never play people. Yeah, man, it's a blowout own goal. Yeah, man, me do. Damn, feel I really wanted West Ham to win, honestly. Well, they might. Villa 2, West Ham 1. Aston Villa 2, West Ham 2. Yeah, they do. 2-1 Brentford, 2-0 Castle. Aston Villa, West Ham. One all. Another draw for Nuno. Yeah, man, bless up, BM. Yeah, man, watch the one I'm gonna do today. Yeah, it's Villa West Ham game is tough, man, because Villa is on such a doodle form right now. West Ham on much better form, but then at the same time, it's like Villa gonna have quality in the game, so you can't just outright say West Ham gonna win, but they should win because they're on the better form, they're the fresher team. When in doubt, go for a draw. I wouldn't. One all me say. Think it might be higher scoring, but I'm gonna just be conservative and go 1-1. And Edwards done gone 2-all, so want some kind of differentiation too. You know? When in doubt, just go for the draw. I can make an argument for either team, to be honest, based on numerous factors, but I don't want to go out on a limb for either one, so I'll just go the draw. All right, Tottenham and Forest round out the action for the EPL before the international break. Tottenham on the worst form, 4 losses on the bounce, and then that 1-all away at Anfield, getting that point that could cause some kind of resurgence. You never know. Forest not tearing it up either. 3 draws, 2 losses in the last 5. So both these teams, scrapping it out close to that relegation. When you look at the full stats now, 16th and 17th, right? So right above the relegation, both with 7 wins. Tottenham has one more draw. That's how there's that 1 point difference. 40 goals for Spurs, 28 for Forest, 31.31. So they're big time exceeding the XG, getting all the way to 40 is Tottenham, 34.45. So the opposite can be true of Nottingham Forest, not converting enough of those chances. Little bit edge of the XG per 90 on the side of Forest, 1.15 to 1.04, and both teams have 7 clean sheets. This match plays 17 times in the Premier League. 9 wins for Forest, 7 wins for Tottenham, and 1 drawn game. So definitely Forest has a say in this argument. Tottenham are so inconsistent. So which Tottenham going to turn up? That is the question. Forest played Thursday too, so they have their issues. Tottenham won, Forest won. Pains me to say it again. Tottenham 2, Forest 1, says Coach Edwards. Float says the same, 2-1 to Spurs. After Spurs CL match, I think they look a lot better. Spurs 2-1. All right. Oh, Spurs 3-1. All right. Correction. Tottenham have an extra day rest and didn't have to travel. Forest played extra time, so tired. Spurs have had a slight improvement in results. Yeah, I'm tempted to go Spurs win, but I don't trust them, so I'm going to say draw same way. Coach said 1-all in the Man City Arsenal game and a 5-4 penalties for City. It's MC versus Arsenal. I hope not. City play with 10 men for a long time, so a lot of players will be tired. They have a lot of options. True. Float, if you're still there, bro, you never send out Aston Villa West Ham game. You never send that one. Penalties to Rati. All right, let's see. So the EFL Cup game is 12:30. All right, so it's right there at 12:30. Nice. They do have some possible lineups floating around for Sunday. This is what they think both coaches will be doing. Man City, the stupidness defending corner, so we have that on our side too. Don't be surprised if you see Bernardo Silva marking Gabriel. Don't it? 2-1 Villa, respect float. All right, so let me show you guys this. Now, this is not the team for Sunday, obviously, but just give you an idea of what these apps are thinking, real team selection. So you see Arsenal on the left, so they think that Rhea will start and not going to start Kepa. I've always said if you play the guy in the cup, just let the man play it out. But hey, what am I to say? This guy is the coach, so let him do what he wants to do. Mosquera at right back, Kincapi at left back, Gabriel and Saliba, of course, Zubimendi and Rice, of course, Eze in the 10, Trossard, Perez, and Bukayo Saka. So that is the lineup that they are projecting for Arsenal. Now the lineup for Man City looks like this. Donnarumma making his debut in the competition, just like Rhea in the other side. Diaz hasn't played yet. Nunez hasn't played yet. Yeah. Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Semenyo, Shirky, Foden, Haaland. I wonder if that's how they will play it for real. No Doku. No Marmouche. No in Pepe, no in bench Haaland and start Marmouche and then madness there, man. Put nothing past that brother there. Put nothing past him, people. All right, well, look, I think Arsenal are going to win this game in regular time. I think Arsenal are going to win the game. I'll go 2-1. 2-1 to the Arsenal. 2-1 to the Arsenal. So this will be the 9th game, people. We're going to include the Carabao Cup in there because why not? So Dima predicts a 2-1 loss for the Gunners, with this being his second final of his career. Yeah, man, I do the EFL Cup predictions, Jagan. So when you send yours after doing your science, just include that in it as well. And if you think it's going to draw, you put a penalty shootout score to. And obviously tell me who you think going to win. I hope that don't happen, but it would not shock me if we lose. We are awful. City ain't losing that final, says D. Madrid. 2-1 City, says float. I've gone the opposite way with a 2-1 for Arsenal. Do think this game is going to be a tight one, though. Could go either way, but obviously I'm going to go with my club. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Arsenal. And hopefully this is the start of something real special for the season. This win in this Carabao Cup final would mean a lot. I think it would do a lot for the confidence of the players, the manager, everybody, even the fans. So yeah. Come on, you Gooners. Get the job done. Please. Please get the job done. All right, so everybody that was here would have given their selections. I know there's some people that reach out to me on separate platforms to drop their picks. I have those slots ready as well. But people, just remember, tomorrow is Friday. If you see this video and you're saying, damn, Thursday, how did I miss the preview show? It's happened already. It's happened already. It's happened. Yeah, man, that's some science. I think derail is a bit strong of a word. Derail would be, I mean, it's gonna make the pundits and everybody think it's a derail thing. But I wouldn't say losing the final would derail the season. I think that's a bit much. I really do. I don't love the fact that like this final going to happen and then it's international break right after. And if we lose, that's just more time to, be thinking about it and upset about it and all this stuff. If you lose and keep playing, then, it can maybe go away a little quicker. They're tired though and haven't been shit this season. We have been shit, but we fend well and we have corners. The defense is very poor. I don't know. Pristine. Firing a shot one time. Don't mind it. All right, so we have Bournemouth and United. United 2-1. Liverpool 2-1. Fulham 2-0. Everton 2-1. Brentford 1-0. Newcastle 2-1. I'm assuming that's Aston Villa 2-1. Tottenham 3-1. And Arsenal 2-0. I'm assuming that is the second 2-1 that you don't have a name is Aston Villa 2-1 over West Ham, right? We have gotten some. I still, for the life of me, don't understand how that McNeil goal never scored and how Endai couldn't kind of sort him feet out at the perfect time. Feet just hit off him thigh and go wide. And that was a lucky play, bro. All right, Villa 2-1. That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. Respect, Prestige. All right, so everybody with there do it in real time, have everything in. Greatly appreciate that. It should be a great weekend of football, people. We'll also, you don't know, we'll get the squad tomorrow so we can look and see which players we need to make sure are staying fit for this weekend. Dear Father God, please just let everybody stay fit who the coach pick. Please don't let nothing happen this weekend, whether it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Please, please, please. Yeah, so people, that's it. There's no way I'm gonna make a 2-hour ball game tonight. I don't fall asleep on stream. So it was a nice full day of streaming. Had a great time bringing you football, bringing you different news from around the Jamaican footballing space. We talked on the U17 girls who did have a tough loss again today. It was a 1-0 loss to Costa Rica. So in essence, they are out of this competition. Won't be able to get to the World Cup this go around. But hopefully lessons can be learned by the federation, by the girls themselves, by the coaching staff, and we use this as a stepping stone to get somewhere else. Also, Mount Pleasant falling to LA Galaxy 3-0 at National Stadium, losing 6-0 on aggregate. Really, the aggregate score kind of works out that way, but there were spells in the second leg, especially that Mount Pleasant looked okay, right? Never at any point did it look great, but it looked okay at times. And other times it didn't look so great. So a lot to ponder and a lot of work to do. But BM says, big up to the U17 girls, was always going to be a tough task. Yeah, very much so. It was going to be a tough task. I don't think they have the players really to, compete at that level, especially not with the Mexicos of the world. But yeah, it was a great day of football and bringing you content. In the end, we got up to about 20, almost 30 in the building for this EPL preview show late on a Thursday random night. So yeah, I'm sure what one was saying against Brighton, lucky deflection versus Wolves, two lucky OGs versus Everton. Never created a clear-cut chance. Pickford makes a mistake, the ball hits the defender and runs to Gyökeres. True. CONCACAF the more pleasant dirty. The first game should have been played at a neutral venue. Yeah, BM, I don't know, man. They got all those players back and played one of them from the start. So I don't know. I don't know how much they really want to use the players. But it is what it is now. Be like Tapa and don't cry over spilled milk. All right, people. We are at the end of the road. Like I said earlier, it was great to bring you all this content in a day. I don't know, this might have been the first day ever I've made 3 videos in one day. Not really sure, but either way, people, I had fun bringing you the content as always. You guys been great as a chat and everything. You guys definitely stay engaged. The ones who stick around, and I always have a few that do stick around for the entire show. And even if you just come for 5 minutes, I don't really care. I greatly appreciate that you guys take the time to even click on the video at all. So, people, I want to say big up to each and every one of you. I'm going to get some rest for a long day ahead of me tomorrow and a long weekend. But definitely, people, look out. Squad is revealed tomorrow, 12 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock in Jamaica. I will be not there. I'll be there in spirit. I can't be there on Zoom or virtually, but I'll be listening very keenly, and I will be compiling my information to be going live that night to have a full reaction and breakdown of the squad. I'll try to have a segment as well for Demo and others to call in and give their takes on the squad from your perspective, your point of view, and we'll have the conversation that way. But people, another EPL weekend, we have 8 matches on the docket, but of course we have the big one, Sunday 12:30, the EFL Cup, Manchester City, Arsenal. Yes, I'm going Arsenal 2-1. What's your score prediction for the EFL Cup and all the other 8 games? Make sure to put them in the comment section. We'll add it to the big board and avoid coming last. All right, that's all I will say on that. But big up, people. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV, and this right here I got boss off Sunday. Big up on yourself, people. We're out. Respect one for the super chat, bro. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Blessings and manners and respect.